Little update on the 2008 GMC Sierra for the car audio system. See my Sundown SA15 Classic kind of poking through the window. So let me pop the hood, show you the upgrades. So right here, 250 amp alternator from Pure Power. And this is replacing the factory alternator that is rated for, I think, 145 or 160 amps. So this kit from Pure Power also comes with a big 3 kit. You can kind of see a power cable there. There's a ground right here. It's a ground going to the chassis, and that all goes to this spare battery that I added from Walmart for like $80, I think, and some change. So the way this alternator works from this kit is the factory alternator sensor is 2-pin, at least on my truck, a 2008 GMC Sierra 1500, and it provides this dummy plug that you just plug the sensor in, and then this 4-pin connector right here, it basically gives you this red wire, and basically to trigger the alternator to turn on and off, you want a 12-volt source when the key's on, and then when the key's off, you want no voltage to basically signal that the alternator needs to turn on and off with the key. So I kind of routed this trigger wire right behind this power cable right here. You can kind of see it poking through. I kind of rerouted it a little bit better. But it comes to this fuse box right here. So let me just unhook it. Okay, so with this popped off, you can see my trigger wire is going to this 10 amp fuse right there on this side. And the way I tested this was with the test light. So you just ground the gator clip of the test light to, let's say, like right here next to the alternator. And you would basically touch your little test light in these little pins where the fuse goes. And you would test when the key's off, no light, keys on, you want to see a light. So what I found was, I showed the little diagram of the fuse box. Fuse number 8, which is for the O2 sensor, I was basically receiving that response. And you want to make sure when you tap the wire into the fuse right here that you want it fused. Like, you don't want to tap the wire exactly where the power is coming through, because then this wire is not fused. So that's just something to note. So let me pop this back on. Maybe not. There. So if we take a little better look at this big 3 kit, just your main power wire off the alternator, looped it around behind the fuse tray, right to the positive on the battery. And then for the ground side, the negative side, we have this ground right here, which basically goes to a stud on the strut tower right there. And then the ground coming right off the engine block is kind of tied in with this power in cable from the alternator right there. So this ground right here, I made that myself, and that basically just goes to right there on the fender, this bolt. So another factor about adding this big 3 kit with the upgraded alternator is you got to keep in mind that you're still using your factory power cable that goes to your original battery. So if we pop this fuse off, we can see that since we have an upgraded alternator that's pushing 250 amps, we can't send it through this fuse because it's going to pop it every time. So what I did was, you can kind of see this wire right here. This wire, it goes underneath this cable right there. And it typically would sit right there. So that is your wire from your alternator. So instead of passing through this fuse, we're gonna tie it in to right there, which this goes right to this side of the battery, this side of the truck. And since my audio system already has a 250 amp fuse, that one's good with this alternator. So this eliminates like a crossover cable between the batteries, and everything's fused, and it's such an easy swap from there to there that you don't need to, spend money on extra cable in that type of sense. So quick little simple solution to this problem. Previously, when I had just one battery and no big three, basically the truck was just suffering to hold just 14 volts with the subwoofer playing, and it was causing my subwoofer to clip because it just didn't have the juice. So now my truck holds, you know, a steady 14.7, 14.8, even while idling, with the subwoofer just booming away. So